Thank you, members of the committee. My name is Johnny Walton, and I'm a former inmate at the Tamms Correctional Institute. Uh, I want to thank this committee and the people here because you're here because you care. We need some. My position is to be the voice of those that are still back at Tamms suffering, because Tamms was an institution that was built and designed to run you completely crazy. It was designed to run you nuts. My family and loved ones can attest to the fact that I am extremely bitter, I am extremely angry, and I go through a lot of things now to adjust. I just was released a few months ago. So I'm like the brothers, I'm a ticking time bomb. And what you have in Tamms and other isolation institutes that lock down people for that long, knowing that sooner or later somebody's going to get out, you got a problem. If this committee don't start doing this prison reform thing like it's supposed to be, we're going to have death in these streets like nobody ever seen. I got something new to tell you. Yes, I do. Tamms was like I said, designed to run you crazy. You're looking at your cell at a blank wall here. It's like a tomb. And like the person just come up, we stand up at the window for hours to see an animal walk past because we don't, it's sensory deprivation. We don't have few people to come in contact with. You never come in contact with another inmate. Let me tell you about your question, one of the questions here about the reasons you're placed in Tamms. We were on a list, Daryl and Gambrell, a couple more of us. We were on the design list years ago. We were gang leaders, but you change your mind, you change your heart. People change. And when they sent me to Tamms, I said, you come and got me 30 years too late. I've been preaching to kids and being subjected to all kind of things before I left the prison system to be sent to Tamms, because I've been telling people, get out of the gangs. This violence in the street, I had started fighting this. I had started writing to the streets to bring people together to bring solutions to this violent problem. And they told me this was unauthorized gang activity. And they sent me straight to Tamms. And I knew the only thing that saved me, the only thing that kept me sane was I knew I was going home. December 11th, my case was overturned by the 7th Circuit Court of Appeal. December 20th, that young internal affairs girl said, I'm going to get him. I was sent to Tamms on a young officer internal affairs girl, wasn't even 20-something years old. She said, I'm going to get him before he leave here. My mail was monitored for 2 years. And she said, I'm going to get him when I started telling my family I'm coming home. And I was in Tamms, and I was so bitter I didn't know what to, because I was there not knowing why. Like I said, I would admit, high-ranking gang leader years ago, now an old man trying to make a difference, trying to do something better. And like I said, you got a lot of guys like myself. You're going to see them when you go there. Old timers, you're going to see them. This is a report anywhere. I guarantee it, you're going to see it. On the whim of somebody don't like you, you're going to Tamms. And like I said, the suffering that you go through is inhumane. And I would like to say, like I said, we got to not only reform, start at Tamms, and then work your way all through these institutions. Get some education, get some rehabilitation, because I've been locked up 30-some years. So I know what rehabilitation can do. Rehabilitation can stop some of these people from continue coming back. But now that you lock down 23, 24 hours a day in all institutions, nothing to do, no skills. Inmates used to run these whole prison systems, and it cost the taxpayers very little money. But now they saying, lock them up. The union said, we're going to do this. If you allow inmates to do it, we're going to protest. We got to do something about this. Put the inmates either in school, back to work, and reform.
And I want to thank you for those comments. Thank you. Thank you. What I want to do before I call the two people up that I acknowledge, I'm not going to change it. Tim from the department, I'm going to let Tim come up and make a summarization of the
say. He will hear what we go back and report to him. He understands the value and the importance of maintaining family connections. He understands the value of providing educational services, medical services, counseling services to the inmates in our custody. That's a challenge that we face every day, but one that we embrace. And I want to leave you with, we will work with the committee in any way possible to provide you information, to answer your questions, and obviously to open our doors at Tamms Correctional Center so that you guys can come in and take a good look at that facility. We again, open our doors, and we hope that you take that invitation up real soon.
Any committee comments? Representative Jeffries.
I have a question. What is the percentage of gang-related inmates in the Department of Corrections? Do you have any idea?
I don't, and I don't want to make it up, Representative. It's in the neighborhood of 50%. It might even be less than 50% as we look at the inmate makeup. I could be wrong, but I recall seeing a number close to that here recently.
What about at Tamms?
At Tamms, I don't know. I don't want to give you false information. We will certainly get that information for you and provide it to you.
Thank you.
And Mr. Molina, I just want to say I'm going to do a follow-up and invite my colleagues to review our request on things that have come out here that definitely lead to more questions and more direct transparency of information. So you will be getting that within a week.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And we've been keeping track as well of the questions, and we're following up as we speak.
Thank you, and
Okay,
thank the
you.
director for
Yes, sir, I
as
will.
well.
Thank you.
Thank you.